you say, Cassie, back in April, you made a TikTok and a short that said you were going to start on a 6-month-long project for a Sleep Token concert. You were going to make outfits for the concert, and it was going to be great, and it was going to be spread out over time, and you were going to not have to rush yourself. Cassie, I hear you say, you made this video in April. It is the last week of August. What progress have you made? And to that, I say, why would you ask me that question? If you recall, in that video, I also said I have ADHD and long-term projects aren't my thing. I haven't made anything yet, but I have spent the last couple of months spreading out over time, purchasing my materials. So today we're gonna go over what I have currently and what I still need to get. We have this and a couple of bolts of fabric. So let's just go over it. First thing I acquired was the pattern for the dress. Did I spill coffee on it and rip it within 24 hours of having printed it off and put it together like 3 months ago? Who can say? We also have pattern for men's pants and a vest, because I am hoping to also make an outfit for my partner for the concert. I have completely necessary reference material in the form of magazines. Sun is a problem. Featuring Sleep Token in his Even in Arcadia era. Specifically, I wanted to get as many close-up pictures as I could of the pauldron so I could work on the pauldron. I also got a pauldron pattern from Kamui Cosplay, I believe. Unfortunate passing of our dear Miss Joanne did actually help me quite a bit in preparing for this endeavor. Some of which I got was a bunch of craft foam, particularly to be able to practice making my armor with. A whole roll of actual EVA foam from Michaels. It's white, like Vessel's pauldron, so that should make my life a little bit easier when it comes to making this. But we have foam for pauldrons. Also, for pauldroning, I have gold paint, the bevel, a fun cosplay tool that lets you be able to cut at whatever angle you need, and I'm really excited to use this. Another fun cosplay hack that I actually learned in my costuming class in 2010. I bought a bunch of silicone molds so I can do hot glue filigree, but I've already started doing some of these guys. I have this little bin full of them, mini glue sticks, and I do also have my heat gun to help them level out and get the bubbles out. Also, for pauldron, big ol' thing of gemstones. There are some red gems on the pauldron, covered patterns, reference materials, and pauldron stuff. Now to get into the actual clothing thing. So I went ahead and bought rolled hem feet for my sewing machine so that I could do the edges of my cape. I do also have a pattern for a cape. I've got a zipper for my dress. I bought this trim just because I didn't know when or where I would be able to find some gold filigree-y trim again. So I bought this and bought myself a little circlet tiara situation because I don't really know what to do with my hair for the show. Got that as a component. I've got a bunch of this suiting material that is this dark green for my partner's pants and vest probably. So initially I had bought this whole bolt of dark green organza. Organza doesn't quite have the drape I wanted. I did end up purchasing so much of this dark green chiffon. I misread the pattern. I thought it said 5 yards. It said 5 feet. I don't need that much, but I know I've got enough. This definitely had much more the drape that I was hoping for with the cape. Long, flowy, down my back, held up from the pauldrons, hopefully. Along with that, I've got a couple yards of a lining fabric. It's just plain white fabric. For the actual dress gown itself, I got this from Joann's when I was closing, but there wasn't nearly enough for the dress. But I got it anyway, just in case. I actually ordered online this white and gold ecclesiastical fabric. Adjust to the lighting, please. My partner pointed out that this particular outfit I've designed reads a little more ghost than Sleep Token, which is an absolutely valid point that I didn't think of because I didn't listen to Ghost when I started planning this outfit. I have since listened to and consumed a lot of their music. I went, yeah, you're right, this is definitely more Ghost vibes. Well, that just means we have to go to a ghost ritual. you could use this outfit twice. A thought I had initially was maybe using this for the bulk of the dress and doing like an accent panel with this, or I was thinking of having either the lining or the outside of the vest for my partner's outfit be this. That way it's like on theme, but it's not matchy-matchy. Alright, so that covers all of the materials I have gathered over the last 4 months and what little bit of work I've started. What do I still need? I should still get sort of a respirator mask, because I also need to get like Plasti Dip spray. EVA foam is the correct color, but I don't know if I have enough Mod Podge or other things to seal it the way I would like to, so getting Plasti Dip, it's gonna just make it shiny and seal it, and you should always have a mask on when you are doing anything that has like vapors or fumes and stuff like that. Time allowing, money allowing, I also plan to get some dark green medical masks, like K95 masks, because we still mask up when we go to places with lots of people. I thought maybe having a color that matched would be nice. I wanted to get some fake nails, as well as some like makeup that would match. Makeup and nails are expensive, especially custom ones. Plasti Dip, mask, and then accoutrement is all I still need to acquire. So yeah, 4 months, not a lot to show for it, but we have acquired the necessary materials and we have a rough plan, and that's spend all of September making as quickly as we can and as nicely as we can to make sure that we have a nice outfit. Anyway, I'm Cassie, and more likely than not, I love you, and I will see you in the next one where we actually start crafting.
End transmission.
What do you have to show for yourself? Yourself? Cassie, what do you have to show for yourself? But then I also just really like looking at the pretty pictures of Vessel. Now I have to clean up the chaos I wrought upon the couch.